like another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Wilson's
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Out of bounds at the 44.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The first carry down. This is Johnson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. And give him a full 10 yards there, 2nd and goal. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They run with Patterson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
For the running back.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
On the tackle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Washington.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Jones. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
19.
Adam Thielen, 48 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson got a man. It's Patterson complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Robbie Anderson, 74 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now Jones throwing on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Complete to
A good pickup there, a 22.
And goal.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Patterson.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jalen Rager, 61 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the... ...17-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1 yard line.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brings up the second.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. They juked him. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running with Howard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
On first, they go right back to Howard. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
19, Tiger. Check 25, check 37, check 37.
Now Howard. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Watch out. 18 Cardinal.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jones from the gun on third down. They'll drop this underneath to Howard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
A 5-yard
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You go take. You got take.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 19.
Adam Thielen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
It's this Washington 42, Eagles 7. Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 15.
Hey, we gotta get this. Alert.
They go play action with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays they have not been doing so far.
Going deep here for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Second and goal from the 1.
1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 42 yards. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Jones.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, 36 yards. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Eagles 14. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own
already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Wilson.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Washington.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Jones now, off play action. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here's Jones to throw again. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
26 yards.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. This ball complete to Rager. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Rager, his second touchdown of the night. And the Washington it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Set to kick off.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the crossing route complete. That's Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And he'll bang that one through.
Washington 63, Eagles 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jones. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 52 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson now, operating from the gun. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Washington 70, Eagles 29.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10-10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Howard. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll fire. He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Tonight's finals, Washington.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy.